Patriarchal attitudes and victim blaming foster violence, and our own experience or our lack of first-hand knowledge can blind us to abuse.
I'm wondering if you can point out any traps or common blind spots PCPs have in screening.
Yes. Probably one of the biggest traps is thinking IPV happens in other practices, not here.
It's so easy to get complacent. Wealthy, middle class, poor, it doesn't matter because it happens to everyone. Violence and the subsequent shame and secrecy occur at posh addresses and in Section 8 housing, on rural route roads, in suburbia, and in inner cities.
Exactly. Non-heterosexual relationships are another blind spot. That might be reflective of the clinician and their own comfort level or biases on sexuality and orientation, or a lesbian, gay, or bisexual
Or transgender.
patient may feel pressure to hide or ignore what's happening.
But what might look like secrecy or ignoring a current or past situation to us may actually be the patient doing their best to manage circumstances on their own.
Like a swan that looks so effortless and serene on the surface, and yet underwater legs are furiously paddling the current.
It's a good question about blind spots, Mary. To overcome, we have to be willing to take a look at ourselves and reconsider what we think we know. Please see if you can identify the obstacles to screening in the following scenario.
Doctor, do you have a moment?
Not really. I'm about 20 minutes behind schedule and I still have to pick up my grandson after school this afternoon.
Well, I wanted to talk to you about a patient, Ellen, whom we are seeing this afternoon. I've got an uneasy feeling. Have you noticed that when Donna and Ellen are in for Ellen's prenatal checkups, Donna doesn't allow Ellen answer questions for herself?
No, didn't notice that at all. I've known them for years. And I think that's how they just operate in their relationship. They're lesbians.
I worry that there's more to it.
I wasn't thinking about that. I wonder if Donna's feeling left out or insecure. I mean, she tried to get pregnant last year, and it didn't work. And now Ellen is pregnant, and everyone's very happy, so.
Maybe. That's not for me to say. And even if Donna's feelings are understandable, it's not an excuse for her to be controlling.
That's a good point.
Ellen's blood pressure has been climbing. You noted it at the last appointment.
Do you think that's relationship stress? I mean, this is, pretty major life change for them. Now, this is a quick checkup. I don't have time to open up a big conversation. And what am I going to do? Ask Ellen to leave Donna?
Do we know the cause of the high blood pressure? Is there anything else we're missing? Maybe there's something going on we don't know about.
I don't know. If something's bothering Ellen, it's best for her to tell me.
Good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
Well, okay, I have a thought. If they both come in today, let's ask Donna to review some insurance paperwork. Now give me a moment alone to talk with Ellen.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Doctor. When will be best? Before the exam or just at the end?
Well, let's ask Crystal at the desk to kind of knock on the door, and we can have Donna leave with her at the very end to look at some paperwork, and then that'll give me time with Ellen.
I'll let Crystal know.
This scenario is a great example of interprofessional practice. The leadership shown by the nurse in initiating a closer look allows for the patient's care to remain central.
I agree.
I think the nurse did a great job of letting the doctor think it was her idea to get Ellen alone.
True.
It'd help if the office had a screening policy in place.
Not to be difficult here, but I noticed that the nurse diplomatically pointed out that a subjective interpretation of what Donna needed wasn't really the point. Oh, what if you can't get the patient alone?
It might require some effort and creativity even when there's an established protocol.